Whitford. Alright, we hope you enjoyed your meal. A huge thank you goes out to our generous volunteers for serving dinner tonight. This banquet could not run without your help. This help does not go unnoticed. Thank you to Jerry Hansen for all your help with helping to prepare the supper for tonight. Thank you to Topper's Pizza and to Miss Middick's food class for providing the salad and dessert and pizza. Finally, a huge thank you to Stephanie Sebeski for giving up her valuable time to help with the engraving and designing of some of the awards that the students are going to take home tonight. Steph never hesitates to offer to help, even when she should be at home recovering. Thank you for always being someone that we can count on. If I can get Steph and Jerry up here. Thank you. Before we proceed with the rest of the night, we would like to acknowledge the Rotary Club of Kirkland Lake and thank them for their generous donations towards this evening. We are very lucky to live in a community where so many clubs and organizations are willing to help make events like this possible. We would also like to thank Mr. Kurtz and the media production team for providing the live stream portion of the evening. At this time, we ask Mr. McMillan to come up and say a few words.
Okay, so continuing with the theme of thank yous, I would like to start with a sincere thank you to all the people who've worked so hard to make this yet another outstanding KLDCS event. We are not the largest school in the district, but what we are big on is school spirit. The banquet doesn't just celebrate coaches, supervisors, and athletes and participants who contribute to KLDCS. This event is a culmination of this school spirit that makes KLDCS such a great place to learn in and to work in. To the students in the room, and on behalf of the coaches and supervisors here, thank you. We thank you for truly representing what is best that KLDCS has to offer. As teachers, we are always encouraging students, especially our new students, to sign up for activities and to get involved. You represent the students that heard that advice, and you have excelled as a result. Thank you for your persistence, determination, and your work in balancing both academic and extracurricular demands. To the coaches and supervisors in the room, and on behalf of the students, thank you. You are the difference makers for so many of our students. You give up so much of your time, evenings, weekends, overnight tournaments. All of these commitments take you away from your own families, and yet you continue to give back. For your personal sacrifices and your unwavering dedication, thank you, thank you. I'd also like to extend a special thank you to our community coaches in the room. You really are role models for our current athletes. Through you, the students witness firsthand characteristics such as generosity. You give back to this school, to this community, despite some of you not even having your own children here in this building. You also model dedication. You have other responsibilities, jobs outside of KLDCS, yet you manage to balance all of those responsibilities with your teams here. It is my hope for our current athletes, as you get older and become community members yourselves, we'd like you to reflect back on these community coaches and teacher coaches in the room who've been so generous with their time, and perhaps you will consider following suit. At this point, I would like to call up our community coaches for a little thank you. So, we're going to get you all up here once. So, Carlin McNamara, please come on up. Taylor Coward. Sean Wong. Soph's not here, but we're going to say Sophie LaRouche's name anyway. Ron Conrad. Devin Ladd. And Josh Princombe. Come on up.
Thank you, Mr. McMillan, for your words and your support throughout the whole year. We will now begin with awards. Each coach will present their athletes with their own categories of awards that they felt were deserved. They will also reveal the Teammate Award, which is a special award chosen by their teammates for someone on the team who demonstrated leadership, fair play, and a positive attitude throughout the season. We will begin with Michaela Naylor, who will speak on behalf of the media production team.
Good evening, everyone. As most of you probably know, my name is Michaela, and I've had the absolute honor of being the media production team president this year. When I first stepped into this role, I knew it would be a big challenge, but I didn't expect how much it would change me. I've grown as a leader, as a creator, and as a teammate. I've seen what it means to work through exhaustion because you believe in the story, and watched our team turn last-minute chaos into something truly beautiful. I want to take a moment to talk about what this team really does. Because while our work might not always be in the spotlight, we are the ones who create your spotlight. We tell the stories, we capture the moments. We create the highlights that people remember. And yes, that includes many of your game-winning goals and buzzer beaters. Behind every one of those moments is a group of people who worked hard to make sure your story was told and shared. This team does not just create content, we capture emotion. We preserve memories, and we give moments meaning. Media production isn't easy. It's long hours, missed meals, and fighting with editing software because someone had to blink. It's also passion, it's also art. And most of all, it's collaboration. Every project is a product of minds working together to bring a vision to life. These awards don't just recognize the best in editing or graphic design or deciphering software glitches. They honor the storytellers, the risk takers, and the people who stayed late to make something great. To everyone on the media production team this year, I've seen your growth, I've seen your commitment, and I'm so proud of everything we have accomplished this year for KLDCS. Whether you're walking away with an award tonight or not, I want to thank you. You brought energy, vision, and heart to everything we've produced this year, and I can't wait to see what next year brings. right, so now for the fun part, the awards. The right one. Okay, so I've had the special privilege to add some awards this year, which we haven't had in the past. So for the first award, this goes to, well, I should tell you what it is. It's the Junior Media Producer Award. This grade 9 joined just this past year, and has excelled after joining MPT, and has traveled with the sports teams, attended workshops, and even went to district scales to compete in photography. I'm very proud of this student for all the hard work they've done, and I can't wait to see what they do in the future. The recipient is Sage Lammy. All right, next on the list, we have our Senior Media Producer Award. This is our graduating student award. This individual took a lot of time out of her busy schedule to attend games and travel with teams in order to get the best shots. And that person is Lexi DeLu. Alright, this individual isn't actually here tonight, but I'm still gonna say it anyways. So this individual joined MPT a little late in the game, but she was super involved. She participated in just about everything we did and was always ready to help. You could hear her often say, "You got this, Michaela," or "Don't worry, everything's gonna be fine." This is the Team Spirit Award and goes to Abigail Tickner-Riopel. All right, last award of Media Production Team 2024 to 2025. This individual is a risk taker. He's a jack of all trades, a little bit dramatic and European. Give it up for our Freelance Legend of the Year, Matty.
Stay here for a second. I just want to thank Michaela for everything she did. As a co-op student this year, she took on this role, took a huge load off my shoulders, and did just a phenomenal job. So let's give it up for Michaela. Good work.
Thank you, Michaela, for your dedication and hard work with the MPT. You sure have captured a lot of great moments this year. Mr. G and Coach Josh will now present the Junior Boys and Senior Boys Basketball Awards.
Alright, hello. We're going to keep this short and sweet for the juniors. I don't know that if any of them are actually here for their awards. What? Alex is here? Okay, sorry. Alright, so I had the pleasure of being part of both basketball teams this year. The juniors, we had kind of a rough start, but the boys were really dedicated. They worked really hard this year to improve. Even now, they're coming to the gym in the morning, they're putting up shots. So we're looking forward to next year. Great work this year, guys. So awards, the first one, so the coach's award, so let me just look through here, slash the most likely to get fouled out goes to Harley Lave, and he's not here, but. We have the most improved player. This person has been working really, really hard this year, even again now, coming in the gym all the time. Literally cannot get away from this kid. That goes to Kingston Pierce. We have Best Hustle. That goes out to Quentin Pigeot, always giving her out there. And last but not least, we got our teammate award. This guy always brings a positive attitude out there, works really hard on the court. That goes to Alex Harvey. I'll ask Coach Josh to come up here and join me. I know he's got this wicked speech lined up for you guys.
I, in fact, do not have a wicked speech. However, just wanted to thank the senior boys basketball team for making this a great year. You guys see me in some pretty terrible moods after some tough losses. You guys get to see me at my highest highs and some of my lowest lows, but just keep in mind that I did have a blast even when it looked like I wasn't. So thank you, and thank you for making it through every practice and still showing up to the next one, because I know some of them ain't too pretty. So I'll start off, this person brought the vibes to the team this year. He was always good for giving the lads a good laugh. Took some questionable shots during the games, made some questionable financial investments on the bus, but he always had a smile on, so the teammate award goes to Tom Torrey. This person came from another school, best player on that school's team, and accepted a role off the bench for us this year. And having someone that good be your first substitution on a basketball team is extremely valuable. And I just wanted to recognize that person for sacrificing some PT for the greater good of the team. So the Sixth Man of the Year award goes to Tyson Adair. This person took on the challenge of guarding the other team's bigs every single night. We were a little bit undersized this year, so having someone go out there, commit to shutting down the opposing big is really big for us. Drawing that defensive assignment and closing defensive possessions was really big for us. The Defensive Player of the Year award goes to Jameis McKellar. Last one, this person is kind of the heart and the engine of our team, sets the tone in practice and in the games. I'm all about effort, attitude, and energy, and this person gives 100% of that every single time. Lifts his teammates up and pushes us forward and leads by example. The Coaches Award goes to Hardy Kurtz.
just want to say, I think this is a statistic. This is this team is the furthest a KLDCS basketball team has gone to the NEOA finals. Hopefully we're going to Austin next year.
Thank you, Coach Josh and Coach G, for all your hard work this season, and congratulations on the birth of your baby girl, Mr. G. Liam will now present the Robotics Award.
First of all, this year was amazing, okay? This was by far the most successful year of skills robotics in the school's history. And I'm very proud and honored to be the one to lead it. In April, we hosted districts, kicked some TD butt, and then in early May, we competed at Skills Ontario. And we went undefeated and proceeded to the national level. Not only was this the first time in this school's history to have a skills competitor go to the national level, but also in the entire school board, in complete history. And we traveled with Team Ontario and 120 other competitors and staff to Regina, Saskatchewan, and we kicked some more butt. We fought against the gold medalists from other provinces, and with a lot of effort and a lot of time, we won at the national level. And this took hundreds of hours, like at least 400 each. And many weekends, most of the March break, many nights, just leaving right when the custodians leave. And I'm happy that this was pretty much the culmination of, well, my high school career. This was, I started robotics in grade 9, and each year we'd get always super close to achieving nationals. And this year, we finally made it work, and we did it. We're the best. And to sweeten the pot now and give back to those who've spent so much time, we've got a couple of awards this year, and we've got the Junior and Senior Roboticist Award. Firstly, the Senior Roboticist Award. This is to a grade 11 or 12 student that has provided the most to our robotics team, and this goes to Larry Copeland. Larry Copeland. We had a lot of new robotics members this year. I'll just call them out by name. Adriana, Micah, Chris, and Mason. Thank you so much for making this team always, making it so, new. I've spent 4 years in the robotics team, and this year we've taken in the most amount of new members, so awesome. And there's a couple of others that I forgot to mention, but let their names be known. So this is to a student in grade 9 or 10 who has spent a considerable amount of time developing robots, engineering, etc. And this goes to Chris Millett. And for every team, there's always the backbone. And I'd like to call out Mr. Kurtz, Devin Ladd, of course, my dad, Mr. McBean. Thank you so much for making this year so awesome and making this a culmination of all of my efforts for the last 4 years.
Thanks, Liam. So succinct, beautiful, love it. Devin, you want to come join us? So yeah, it's a little different this year, having some student leaders present awards, and I think that's really cool and shows a lot of cool growth in our school. So this is Devin. I know we all know him from driving the bus, but he's been instrumental in helping us make robots. And you want to say something about Liam? We all want to say something about Liam.
I had the unique opportunity to be recruited by Mr. Kurtz to help out with the robotics team and perhaps offer us another perspective. In doing so, I got to meet the gentlemen on the team and hear about their history and failures and successes. I think what's incredible is Liam's perseverance during this time to put towards all his effort into the robots. The engineering is impressive, the design, the ideas is truly incredible. What was really humbling for me was hearing the feedback from other judges at the competitions, from provincial and nationals, commenting on how advanced our robots are. They've never seen anything like it before, and that comes from Kirkland Lake. And it's pretty incredible. Everybody in the audience here, students, staff, should be very proud. It's very exciting, and I look forward to the future of the robotics team at Gale. That's some dorm essentials.
So Liam's always helping out people with stuff. You know, he's carrying around various things to help you out. So we got you a first aid kit for university and a power bar.
Thank you, Liam, and congratulations to you and your team for putting KLBCS and Kirkland Lake on the map for robotics. Mr. Rivers will now present the Senior Girls Basketball Awards.
All right, senior girls basketball. First, before I get into the awards, I'd like to acknowledge the 6 girls who are graduating this year, who played basketball this past season with me. So if you'd stand up just so everybody can see you. Lexi, and Eden, and Ken, and Lakin, and Drew, and Chloe. These are all our oldie goldies who are moving on. All right, perfect. Okay, so 3 awards tonight for the senior girls basketball. So the first award goes to a grade 11 player who really surprised me this past season. She came in full of nerves and basketball doubt and finished the season with tough determination and a solid baseline jumper. She found her place, discovered her role as a short corner shooter and rebounder, and played with some toughness. So super coachable and fun to work with. This year's most improved player goes to Lex Rushlow. The second award goes to another grade 11 player, one whose emotions were almost always on her sleeve. She'd come to practice with a giant smile and maybe leave with a tear in her eye, because maybe I scared her just a little bit. However, she always played positively, was always nice to others, and was certainly a fun addition to the crew, so much so that her teammates voted her the best of them. So this year's Best Teammate Award, as voted by her peers and seconded by me, is Jordan Sebastian. So for the last award, I want to make sure that all those who deserve recognition for excellence come to the front, please. So when I call your name, please come up and stay. Right. So tell me, how do you decide who is most valuable to your team? In my case, do we win games without a sharpshooter who made tons of threes and played great defense? Well, that's Eden. Eden, please come up. Just come stand over here. Do you give the award to your big, who also handles the ball, scores, blocks shots, pulls rebounds? Kennedy, please come up. Let's stand beside you. So how do you play a solid game without a monster of a point guard who got smarter and smarter as the years went on? Chloe, that's you. Come on up. And how can you win tight games with a few crazy defenders, who make the little things happen? Drew, Lakin, come on up. So to give an award to one is a challenge. These girls played like a team. Nothing worked without each of the pieces of the puzzle. I think they would all agree. So, huge dilemma, right? How do you give the award to a full team? Well, you can't. So one person still has to be the winner. That's how awards go. So, after much deliberation and head scratching and worrying, I'm confident I made the right choice. The final award for senior girls basketball goes to the person who learned the most, who got the most out of it, who will have the best memories. And that's me.
Thank you, Mr. Rivers, for all the time you put into our athletes and programs at our school. Ms. Midget, Carlin McNamara, Sean Wong, and Mr. Conrad will now present the Senior Volleyball Awards.
Okay, am I too loud? Sometimes I like yell into things and then I don't know where to stand. It's weird. Okay, cool. All right, we're here to present some very meaningful awards for us, having coached a few of these guys for a very long time and then welcoming a whole bunch of new guys that came in from grade 11. So kind of consider this team a bit of a rookie team with a couple veterans, but All in all, this team came together really, really well and definitely represented this school. As coaches, what we say is as important as what we do. As we teach our athletes how to show up by modeling integrity, developing mutual respect, and demonstrating a genuine school spirit that is shown on and off the court. Our athletes and coaches represent this school and this community when we step on the court. It was a proud moment to represent KLDCS and Kirkland Lake at the highest level of high school athletics this year, in volleyball at offset. It's been a few years since KLDCS made an appearance. We knew we had a special group this year. Losing my spot here. So of course we took a look in the rearview mirror and reflected on the last time KLDCS made this type of impact. Insert Ron Conrad. I'd like to thank Mr. C for supporting this year and filling some gaps to ensure these guys had all the tools they needed for success. This team worked hard together, with each and every one of them contributing to our success this year, ultimately representing the Northeast region at Offsite in Chatham. Every moment spent with this group was filled with hard work, dedication, and genuine joy to be playing volleyball. We couldn't have asked for more of these guys. They gave it their all. We're happy to recognize a few players, though, who made some notable contributions. First, we're going to present, Sean will present our team award.
Thank you, everybody. So, as we mentioned, this award is voted on by the team, and it worked out because I probably would have picked this person as well. In volleyball, momentum's everything, and no one kept the team up like this person. He was always positive at practice, worked hard, was our hype man during the games, and when we needed him, he was there to dig up that clutch ball, and we knew that we could always rely on this guy. It seems like you guys already might know. He was always fun. He's a little bit of a jokester. Believe it or not, I'm a little bit of a jokester myself, so I can relate. But he was always there if anyone needed him and to be serious, or if anyone needed a friend to talk to. So whether it was getting our waitress's number or digging up a big ball, this person was always there to make his teammates laugh and uplift them. So we'd like to award the Teammate Award to Vihan.
Me again. So for the next award, this young man, his newfound belief in himself led this year's team to great success. Our middle attack was often unstoppable, and the middle setter synergy was textbook volleyball, a coach's dream really. His growth as a player, his overall maturity as a young man, and the skills development in the time I've had the pleasure to know him was exponential. He was appreciative, he was committed, and he was driven. I'm so incredibly proud of this guy. Matt, don't ever stop playing volleyball. You found your thing and you become incredible. I'd like to present our most dedicated and overall development award to Matthew Suriel. So, our next teammate, deserving of recognition, has an amazing drive to excellence in all areas. This season, I'm not really sure he wanted to play the position that we needed him most, but it allowed him to be our silent attacker. And with our setter's ability to literally put the ball anywhere he wanted, our right side was definitely not weak side by any stretch of the imagination. Defensively, offensively, this player demonstrated consistency. He's reliable, supportive, and overall just demonstrates excellence. Volleyball's a humbling sport, and he approached this season with grace, humility, and a willingness to learn. We honor Hardy Kurtz with our Most Impressionable Player Award.
This year, our team wouldn't have been the same without this particular player. The engine behind every attack, the calm in every storm, and the most selfless player on the court. He didn't just set the ball, he set the one. He set the tone. His work ethic, consistency, and leadership made us better every single game. He saw the court like no one else and made each of us look good while doing the hardest job out there. We made it to OFSA because of his hands, his heart, and his hustle. We're so lucky to have a setter who never stopped believing in the team and pushed us to believe in ourselves too. Definitely big shoes to fill next year. The Excellence Award, James McCallum.
Thank you, coaches, for all your hard work this season. Next up, we have another draw. Ian Warwick. Ms. Berchenko and Mr. Zavitz will now present the Junior Boys Volleyball Awards.
Okay, hi guys. Hi, so I ended up making a speech last night at 10 o'clock, so I didn't know I was supposed to, so I'm going to try to keep it short and sweet. As you guys know, this was my first year teaching and my first year coaching, and it was a major highlight and a major learning experience, which I couldn't have done without Ms. Berchenko, so round of applause for that. I played volleyball in university and I missed playing it a lot, so coaching was awesome. It was super nice to be back in the game, and so here are some of my highlights. One of them being overcoming the ceiling. You guys know who you are. And it was awesome when we got over that little hump. Some of them were turning our hour scrimmages into 2 hours because they just didn't want to stop playing. The necklaces on the court, I think Zach was one of them, but I don't think he's here. And kicking butt and then coming in 3rd place overall. So it was super awesome. The senior team has some talent coming in the fall, and you guys should all be super proud of your team. Volleyball is a super mental sport, and you were super supportive of each other. It was really great teamwork overall, so shout out to you guys. Some of the awards that we got coming, I don't know where they are. Oh, amazing. Jen, do you want to read them out?
All right, sorry. First award we have is the Sniper Award. This person was super aggressive on offense, definitely did a great job in all of the positions. We needed him in order to be successful this year, so our first award that we're giving out is to Jesse Penfold. award that we decided on was a Powerhouse Award, and this person also was really aggressive on offense, but also played stellar defense. Really amazing passes. This guy can dig a ball from anywhere. So our Powerhouse Award goes to Dylan McCray. Next we have the Rookie of the Year. This player came into games when we needed him off of the bench, and he would set amazing balls. So we wanted to recognize Ian Winterick. Finally, we have our Teammate Award, which was voted on by our team, and we also agree with this decision. The Teammate Award for this year's Junior Boys Volleyball goes to Alex Hardy.
Thank you, coaches, for giving up your personal time to coach these boys. Mr. McBean and Mr. Miller will now present the Badminton Awards.
Okay. What a great night. This is fantastic being surrounded by all these awesome people. You're awesome. Okay, for badminton, got a few awards. Each year, we usually have a player who starts to take the reins and like make the team part of their life. They ask questions that I'm like weeks away from being prepared to answer. They start doing things without being told, seemingly like reading our minds and making things happen like by remote control. This year we had a senior student who even organized and ran our school tournaments. Granted, they had a gang of helpers. But absolutely awesome initiative they showed this year. It was remarkable. This year's Leadership Award goes to Austin St. Jean. Give him a hand. Give him a hand. He's not good tonight. Yeah. We had a really successful year as a team with some outstanding performances. Our outstanding performers this year made quick work of all the locals and advanced right to the NEO Championships. I was worried about a few matchups that we hadn't seen yet, so nothing was certain, but so Randy from Cochrane, he's awesome. He was going to be really tough to beat. But Hardy showed up and just turned him inside out on the court. Unbelievable. Unbeatable guy. Olivia was up against a little firecracker from Hearst. And by the end, that little girl was just on her knees at the end of the match, at the end of the rallies. They won, and then they won, and then it got hard, and then they won again. And so this is how sports goes. You win, and you move on, and you win, and you move on, and you win, and you move on until OFSA. And now that the boys have been there, they know what happens when you get to OFSA. Anyways, you guys would all be so proud if you saw those two playing their hearts out for your school. They met some great people, and they played the very best in the province. They played players who train all week. They train all year round in their fancy clubs with their fancy birds and their fancy shoes, and they have real coaches. But these two competed at a very, very high level. You'd be very proud. Please congratulate our top performers this year, Hardy Kurtz and Olivia McBean. Okay, awesome. Out of the obscurity of the grade 7A wing, we watched two young players sharpen their teeth for years, just waiting for the chance to hit the circuit in grade 9. Our two top rookies in their first year of high school competition, they won, and they won, and they won, and then they came second. But that was super awesome. So, an outstanding rookie season. Let's give it up for Painter and Penny.
Thank you, Coach McBean and Miller, for everything that you have done this year and for making it to OSSA 2 years in a row. Ms. Berchenko and Ms. Carlin McNamara will now present the Junior Girls Volleyball Awards.
All right, now you're going to see the difference between something that I planned and something that I obviously did not plan. So I swear I have way nicer things to say to the boys if I just have time to think about it. So before I talk about our award recipients, I'd like to share with you tonight that I have a daughter who is starting to play sports and participate in athletics. And I saw this post online which summarizes some of my biggest hopes for her as an athlete. It said, "Raise her to know that the game doesn't define her. Her effort, attitude, and integrity do. That lifting others up is strength. That true greatness isn't loud, it's steady, consistent, and humble. That kindness isn't weakness. That real wins happen off the field too. And most of all, that who she becomes matters more than what she achieves on the court. I hope to raise the girl who cheers loudest for others, keeps her head high in losses, stays humble in the wins, and shows up to work hard every step of the way. That's the kind of greatness we're chasing. Many of the girls on this volleyball team already embody some of these qualities that I wish for my daughter to possess. And if she grows up to be anything like you, I would be extremely proud." Alexis, Painter, Callie, Penny, Claire, Callie, Chloe, Daniela, Allie, and Nora. I coached a lot of teams, and there are a few who are as committed to development as you. These girls would play 24/7 if we let them. They're probably playing tonight after this is over. This was one of the most intense practice schedules I've seen, and very few missed a day, which says a lot about your dedication. The other thing that allows this group to stand apart from the rest is their attitudes. We love that as athletes, you are working hard to improve your individual skills, but are also genuinely happy to see each other succeed. When Daniela spikes the ball and everyone surrounds her to celebrate, That is what teamwork is. When Nora comes up with bloody knees from saving a ball, or Callie blocks the 6-foot player from the other team, or when Ali or Claire put the serve over to win the game, you are smiling and cheering for each other the whole time. When Painter sends everyone a video at 7 a.m. on game day to pump us up and send us some love, that is a leader I can get behind. Chloe's sound effects during timeouts, and Penny and Nora's jump hugs are moments I'm glad to be a part of. When you see Alexis and Callie squared smoke a ball, we all feel the light you shine on each other. You are so good at bringing each other up and staying positive, especially during challenging times. We are so lucky to have had the opportunity to work with you this year, and know that you will all be excellent athletes and leaders in the future if you continue to have this work ethic, drive, and eat your breakfast. Thank you for making volleyball practice something that we both looked forward to every day. It was and continues to be so much fun. So, now we're... And with that, everybody's feeling really awkward. Our first award tonight goes to someone who demonstrates a true love for the game. She attends camps in the summer, plays with different groups in the community when she can, and stands out as someone who has exceptional volleyball skills. Coaches from other teams notice her and she has worked hard to develop as a player, but also as a leader this year, earning her the title of team captain. Her ability to be a strong teammate this year comes from the supportive network this group created. It's because of her teammates that she was able to shine bright and step up with confidence. This group allowed her to lead, and she reciprocated by encouraging them to communicate as equals on the court. We would like to award this year's Most Outstanding Player as an Overall Excellence Award to Callie Willett.
Next, we would like to acknowledge our Rookie of the Year. This award goes to someone who developed each of her skills at a very high level. She was able to jump serve by the end of the year, pass extremely accurately, hit from multiple positions, and all with a smile on her face. Her exceptional skill, dedication, and spirit embodies a true volleyball player. She's not here tonight. She's actually doing a grading in karate for her black belt. So, this year's Rookie of the Year is Claire McLean. So another player we would like to highlight is someone who will definitely be just like a boss. Not just a girl boss, like a boss in life. This leader shows up for her team and leads with maturity and genuine love for her fellow teammates. As she grows, she brings everyone along with her. As a player, she's able to take the information we share with her and execute it in the very next play. She's intelligent, she's confident, and she makes others feel comfortable and welcomed. I'm proud to give this leadership award to Penny Kurtz.
We know that we are supposed to select 3 players to recognize, but there's one more that we feel deserves recognition. You cannot play this game without a leader who is able to effectively communicate and make quick decisions on the court. There is no play without this person, and it is one of the most demanding jobs, which comes with stress and pressure. We could not take this person off the court for any game, so how can we not show her appreciation for the hustle and accuracy of her sets? She came in strong and continued to develop her craft by seeking input from every coach's perspective and soaking it in like a sponge. She is incredibly coachable, and despite her size, she is a force to be reckoned with. This year's Hustle and Drive Award goes to Wild Thing, P. Whistler. our teammate award could have been anyone for different reasons. As you know, it was voted on by the team, and we as coaches agree with the selection wholeheartedly. This award goes to a player whose energy was vibrant. She would hit the floor and work her butt off to save a ball, and then cheer on her teammates during every play. If someone felt down, she would physically pick their chin up and tell them to cheer up as she gave them a pep talk. This player took punishment and then asked for more. She worked through bruises and fevers and never missed a game. It's obvious the team respected her and looked to her for positivity, leadership, and good sportsmanship. This year's Teammate Award goes to a very deserving Nora Buckman.
Thank you, Coach Berchenko and McNamara, for your continued dedication to the sport of volleyball. Mr. McBean and Mr. Miller will now present the cross-country running awards.
All right. Okay, cross-country running. We should get some more coaches, like that senior boys team. Maybe we need more coaches. Devin, what are you doing next year? All right, cross-country running. Well, first off, you guys should all start running at the start of the year because you'll be better at everything. No, please not me, no. Okay, all right, so this year we had a student who I would say is going to become like the lifelong runner. And that's like, of course, what all coaches really hope for their athletes is to develop that lifelong passion, keep them healthy and connected, and maybe even someday something they'll pass down to the next generation of athletes. Our most dedicated athlete this year, by far, was Jacob Quenville. Let's give him a hand. He's not here right now. I still see his frequent outings pop up on my phone. Yeah, he's making me look like a couch potato. He's out there all the time. I'd love to shake his hand and give him this award. He's probably out there right now laying down 10K in the rain or something like that. So good for you, Jacob. We got a Rookie of the Year award. Mr. Miller, you want to grab that? No. This student started cross country, slow and steady, kept at it, and then came to our first meet this year, and he broke his personal best, not by seconds, but by minutes. I actually had to go back and check with the timers to make sure they got it right. I couldn't believe my eyes. And the math was right. So best rookie performance that I have ever seen. This year's rookie is William Fountain. Now my favorite, the Hottest Lap Award. For our senior division, we had to bring in some talent from like Eastern Europe. I'm not sure what they're running away from over there, but they're really fast. Our Hottest Lap Award goes to Maddie V.
Thank you, Coach for your continued commitment to the cross-country team. Mr. McBean will now present the Midget Girls Volleyball Team Awards.
Here I am. This is nice up here. Actually, you know what? I gotta get Miss Brachenko up here. Get up here. Get up here. Come on. So you might be wondering like why there's another volleyball coach up here. Well, it's because we had like a record number of young ladies banging on the door. They just kept on coming in, 15, 20, 25, 35. It just kept pouring in. And so rather than sending 28 girls home in tears, Miss Nychuk decided that I would coach. I would coach a rare midget team that we haven't seen in many, many years. So this is her fault, but I want you all to give her some kudos right now for making more volleyball happen here at LBCS. To be honest, it was actually fantastic, so thank you for making that happen. It was a treat to see the girls running into the gym with smiles on their faces rather than not. Okay, first award. Here, you do this part. All right, first award for the most dedicated player. The best thing a coach can experience is a hungry athlete. Working with a student athlete who's pushing themselves past their personal boundaries, putting in extra time, asking for help, never giving up, even when it's hard, like trying to serve over the net. It makes it all worthwhile. The athlete who demonstrated that the most this year, showing up, the most dedicated, Marissa Tardif. I don't see Marissa here, but I made her present in front of the class today, so I think she's kind of had it. She's just had enough of the crowd. Okay, our second award is for leadership. So this player led, not with their words, but with their presence. Always there for last minute extra court time at lunch and on the weekends. Always positive, willing to listen, willing to learn. Never let mistakes or those tense moments shake her. She's always ready for the next ball to come over the net. Because of these attributes, it was impossible to take her off the floor. So it's my pleasure to present Adriana Kamish with the Leadership Award. All right, and the Teammate Award, of course, voted on by the group for the Midget team. The Midget team selected a player who helps her whole team enjoy the game the way it was intended. If she misses a ball, it's not the end of the world. If the team flubs a serve receive, no big deal. Getting to practice on time, don't sweat the small stuff. But hey, wherever she is, whatever she's doing, she's going to enjoy the heck out of it, out of every moment. So put your hands together for your oh-so-congenial teammate of the year, Molly Daly.
Thank you, Mr. McBean, for coaching this new team. Hopefully this will continue next year. Mrs. Rivers and Mr. LaRouche will now present the Junior Girls Basketball Awards.
Every year I
Could we get Ms. Brachenko up here, please?
year I look forward to coaching. Doesn't matter what I'm coaching. And there's three reasons I look forward to it. The first reason is because, let's face it, playing sport, it's fun. That's why you play. That's why you're here tonight. It's just a good time. It's just an all-around good time. The second reason is a real opportunity to teach students about what it takes to be great, and how you have to push yourself, and how you have to drive, and how it's not always easy. And the third reason is because you get a chance to teach kids what it's like to try to be kind in moments where it's not always easy to be kind. In the sport, it's not always easy to be kind. And so I'm going to actually present our teammate award first, because she embodies all three of those things. She's the first kid that always says, yes, coach. Her teammates chose her very wisely. Both Mr. Rivers and I totally agree with this kid. She's fantastic. What a joy to teach, and it is Penny Kurtz. This is hard to say, but this is year 30 for me. 30 years I've been coming to these things and watching kids come up and be celebrated and get their awards. And it's always easy for me to look around the crowd and see how, for some kids it's hard because they're not going to win an award tonight. That's not what this night's about. Right? This night is about using those people that did win an award and celebrate them and using them to kind of act as a guiding light for ourselves. Your turn's coming. Trust me on this. Your turn's coming. And on a team full of stars, it's hard to pick a most valuable player. And it's hard because you pick one, and then what do the other students think? How do the other players feel? I hope you feel guided. I hope you feel hungry. I hope you feel a drive inside you. And so it wasn't that difficult for me to pick my most valuable player. It's actually quite obvious who it is on our team. But boy, there's a whole bunch more coming. Our most valuable player award goes to Callie Willett.
Thank you, Coach Rivers and LaRouche, for your dedication and commitment to the team. It was a wonderful basketball season. Coach Sean and Coach Taylor will now present the Senior Girls Volleyball Awards.
Hi everyone, I'm Sean, for those who don't know me.
And I'm Taylor.
We had the pleasure of coaching this year's senior girls volleyball team, along with Miss Mick and Sophie. She really wishes she could be here tonight, but she can't. And we'd like to present some awards.
Okay, we had a long speech prepared for all the amazing things that our girls accomplished this year, but we're going to keep it nice and short because you guys have been here for a while now. So we'll start off with our teammate award, voted on by the players and strongly agreed upon by the coaches. Our teammate award is going to a player who showed up in ways that only a coach can dream. She came to every practice ready to learn and wanting to better herself. She stayed late when possible and showed up to every skills session and extra gym time. She competed with a smile and was a constant source of encouragement for her teammates. It is my pleasure to present this year's teammate award to Jagan Howie.
For this next award, we wanted to highlight someone who worked their butt off this season. I still remember my first volleyball coach. They taught me that the key to volleyball is tons of reps and just working your butt off in games, and that alone can win you games. This person was one of the only people that would dive on our team and was always sprinting around and played with heart regardless of the score, even when we were down pretty bad some games. This player either likes pain or cares so much about her team that she'd do almost anything if it helped our team. This person would be crying after an injury, but would still want to go play after and try to block the other 6'2" girl on the other side. And I'm assuming you guys know who this is, but the Work Your Butt Off Award, also known as the Heart Award, goes to Chloe Shale. Get over here, Chloe.
Coaches Award. This year's recipient is someone who showed up every single day, whether it was a close game or a fun practice, with a quiet kind of determination to do her best for herself and her teammates. She led with grace, was coachable, consistent, and would always be the first to give her teammates recognition and validation. All these attributes are what made her so easy to trust. Whether it was a subtle flex after a big hit or a little giggle and side-eye at the coaches, she always kept the positive energy flowing. This player may not have been the loudest on the court, but her character and humility spoke volumes. This year's Coaches Award goes to Alex Adair.
Last but not least, our final award is going to someone that we'd like to highlight as an athlete who was essentially the rock of our team. This person was not only a kind and caring individual off the court, but was always there to support anyone on our team, on or off the court, without question. She was more than willing to take it upon herself to keep our team organized, and was the first person anybody would look to if there's any issues or if anyone was ever down. I remember a specific time where we were losing pretty badly, and she was actually the one that came up to our team and myself and told us that this would be a great learning opportunity and how we should be still trying our best and get the most out of this. She taught us all what it looks like to be a great leader, so as the mom or the glue or the anchor of the team, I would like to present the anchor to Kennedy Allen.
Thank you, Coach Sean and Taylor. Your dedication to this team did not go unnoticed. Mr. Buckman, Mr. Rivers, and Ms. Sierakowska will now present the Boys and Girls Varsity Soccer Awards.
Please compose a 10 to 15 minute speech about boys and girls soccer, 10 to 15 each. Please include that we start in the snow and finish before the black flies are done, and please add some humor, but nothing I would actually say. Okay. Okay, so soccer is short and sweet. We wish we had more time to get on the grass. The slideshow before the thing was pretty awesome to see those still shots. As the games are going on, we don't get a lot. They don't get to stop and see a lot. We just watch the game as it goes. So we have 2 awards for the team each. Boys soccer's first. Most improved player goes to Jessie Penfold. Jessie came with some talent in soccer, but with a little direction, we could take him off the field, give him some direction, put him back, and we could leave him out there until the game was over. Showed a lot of improvement. And our team teammate award for the boys goes to James McKelvey. He is the captain of the team. He led the boys on off the field. He was a defender. The team moved on the field according to his mood. Usually was happy.
Okay, so, Mr. Rivers apparently just our mascot today. As you can see, his finest outfit today. I dressed down, as you can tell. So we have only 2 awards, as you saw. We decided to keep it kind of short. And our most improved player for the girls' team is Chloe Shell. Who, despite assuring me she's at least 5 feet, has the attitude and the playing power of someone 10 feet tall, who basically every game was, holding us together, and I'm really, really proud of how far she's come. So for our teammate award, I got all the emails, for those of you who spell my last name. And I'm proud to say that it was not a clear and obvious choice. I was happy to see so many different names coming in, which reflected what I saw on the team, which you guys were really bonded. Not great singers, but the attempts were appreciated. Alex is offended. But this person stood out above the others, and I saw the following mentioned a couple times, which how friendly and welcoming, and how this person was kind of inviting the other players to kind of be part of every scenario where we had various activities. And so, person for our team, helpful, very helpful. Our super seniors, as they are retiring, this is going to be our new kind of team mom, I think, Abby Gagne.
Thank you, coaches, for sacrificing a lot of your family time to coach these boys and girls. It did not go unnoticed. Ms. Midget will present the Co-Ed Athletic Council Awards.
Almost done. This year's Co-Ed Athletic Council had a president who went above and beyond, not just in planning events, organizing tournaments, and making things happen behind the scenes, but in bringing people together. And yes, I'm proud to say that this leader is my daughter. She led with confidence, compassion, and a sense of fun that made everybody feel included. Whether it was staying late to clean up or stepping up to lead when things got stressful, she never backed down. She's shown what true leadership looks like, not for the recognition, but because she genuinely cares. I couldn't be more proud of the difference that she made this year. The Leadership Award goes to Lakin McGinnis.
Thank you, Ms. Midget, for all that you do. Finally, Mr. Zavitz will now present the Rotary Interact Club Award.
Okay, I'd actually like to invite Miss Middick up here just to hang out for a moment. No, she's had her time. So Interact was brought to my attention earlier this year, and I didn't know what it meant. But turns out it's an amazing volunteer opportunity and an organization that focuses on youth leadership, cooperation, and promoting community. Majorly led by a great group of motivated students, they helped cultivate a sense of community here in Kirkland Lake. Some of these things included our winter fire at KLDCS, the Halloween food drive, Christmas hampers with the Salvation Army, Mother's Day at TPR, and most recently the Color Run, which was a lot of fun. So shout out to the people, the presidents, Clara and Lincoln, and all the executive members. You know who you are. If you're here, you guys can clap and make some noise. So I was going to present the award, but I think I'd like to give this one off to Miss Midget. So I'll let her do her thing.
Unfortunately, it's a double award for two members. I guess they're our presidents, I suppose. They both stood out with both leadership, and they were integral to the club. And one's not here. I still want to acknowledge Clara Daly and Lakin McGinnis.
Thank you, Mr. Zavitz, and thank you to all the Interact members for all the successful community projects and school activities. We are looking forward to see what you will do next year. All right, it's our favorite time, draw. Dylan. All right, we will now call upon Mr. McMillan to present the overall Junior and Senior Female and Male Athlete of the Year for 2025. This prestigious award is chosen by the coaches only. The recipients of this award have played on at least 2 school teams throughout the year. They exhibit athletic excellence in at least one sport. They exhibited coachability and were able to accept coaches' criticism and suggestions for improvement. They also demonstrated overall leadership on and off the court. They attended practices regularly and put forth their best effort. And finally, they exhibited a commitment to developing and improving their athletic potential. The winners of the Athlete of the Year will have their names engraved on a trophy that will be displayed in the trophy case by the gym. They will also receive a plaque and a special gift to take home.
I appreciate you being my handler. Our Junior Male Athlete of the Year isn't the loudest voice in the room, but his actions speak volumes. In both volleyball and soccer, he's shown up with a commitment to growth, team success, and personal excellence. Whether digging for a tough save on the volleyball court or sprinting down the field to defend a play, he gives 100% every time. His work ethic is undeniable, his attitude unwavering. He doesn't chase attention, instead he earns respect from coaches, teammates, and opponents alike. He leads not with words, but through effort, responsibility, and composure. He competes with heart and plays with integrity. Your 2025 Junior Male Athlete of the Year is presented to Jesse Penfold. 2025 Junior Female Athlete of the Year has participated in various school teams at KLCS, as well as outside of the school. She's played a big role on her basketball, volleyball, and soccer teams, always giving her best, supporting her teammates, and never giving up. She works hard in every practice and competes with heart. She's dependable, hardworking, always puts the team first. Coaches know that they can count on her, and teammates know she'll always have their back. Your 2025 Junior Female Athlete of the Year is Callie Goulet. We need a bigger podium. The 2025 Senior Male Athlete of the Year has not only played in various sports throughout his high school career, but he has excelled in them. He's been a key player across volleyball, basketball, and soccer, showing incredible athletic ability, discipline, and grit. But this year, his impact on the volleyball court as a setter stood out in a big way. With his steady hands, smart plays, and unmatched hustle, he helped lead his team all the way to OFSA, the championship, a huge accomplishment and a proud moment for our school. What sets him apart isn't just talent, it's the fact that he never stops working. At every practice, every game, and even off the court, his commitment to improving himself and supporting his team is unmatched. He brings energy, focus, and a level of determination that inspires everyone around him. He's been such a big part of the athletics program at KLDCS, and he will be greatly missed. Your 2025 Senior Male Athlete of the Year is presented to Jameis McKelvey. Last but certainly not least, the 2025 Senior Female Athlete of the Year has played in a variety of sports in her time at KLDCS. She's a true leader, not just because of how many sports she plays, but because of how she plays them. Whether it's volleyball, basketball, soccer, or any other team she joins, she gives everything she gives everything. She has effort, heart, and integrity. She doesn't need the spotlight. Her work speaks for itself. She leads by example, lifts her teammates, and brings energy, drive, and calm when it's needed most. She's the kind of athlete every coach hopes for, consistent, coachable, and committed. She continues to be well-liked amongst her teammates, coaches, and officials, and she's able to balance a hectic work schedule as well as maintaining an exemplary average in her school subjects. And that's a feat not many can do. For the second year in a row, your 2025 Senior Female Athlete of the Year is presented to Kennedy Allen.
guess I'm in charge. Before we leave, actually, no, one, I think you might have missed a couple. Well, we have 3. Oh, come on, she won enough. Kennedy Allen. Come on. Which one?
Guys, we can go get coffee together.
Jordan Sebeski. And the last one. Abigail Gagne. So thank you very much, everybody. Before we leave, I just want to send a humongous thank you to our MC, Cameron Ryan. Cammie, along with her mom, Miss Ryan, worked tirelessly to decorate for this banquet, as well as some new members that she's tried to recruit for the CAC. So for those of you who may not know, this is Cammie's last year doing this banquet. She's decided to retire after me hounding her for so many years. So sadly, we're going to miss her, but she's trained a really good core group of people that are responsible for decorating tonight. So I think they're going to hopefully fill your shoes a little bit. So with having said that, I would just like to give you a small little token. Yes, of course. A small little token of how awesome you are. Yeah, so, okay, so please feel free, I can't talk. Please feel free to come up and take photos and socialize with your coaches and teammates. I hope that you enjoyed your night, and I look forward to seeing everybody next year. Can I personally, though, ask the 4 athletes just to come over here for another photo? Thank you, everyone.
Can I get the girls who helped me to come meet me over here, please?